Hello everyone! Now, you might be wondering, wow Ben, over the course of the time when you've been gone, that desert has turned into an awfully green and lush place. And I would agree with you. So basically, now you're also probably a little confused with that team as well. What happened is something that hasn't happened since episode 8, if you remember. I don't know why you'd remember that, that was like 8 months ago, but in episode 8, I finished a recording, and then Camtasia, which is the program I use to record Pokemon, it crashed unexpectedly, and I could recover no files. For whatever reason, that happened again. So I did about an hour of recording, and I got through some stuff. I'm gonna go through it really quickly. It wasn't terribly important. And yeah, then I basically got to here, and then everything went terribly wrong. Also, a double battle in the wild with new Pokemon. So. The forest is full of these guys. A lot of sunflowers, a lot of weird dudes with, whatever. Okay, also, we're gonna go on a list of things that happened as I remember them. It was an hour of play. I made a really funny joke. I made a lot of funny jokes. I'll probably reference them and make sure this episode isn't funny at all because I'll just be referencing other jokes that will no longer be funny because they're just referenced. I figured out how to put a, Megastone with Terrar. Mainly because it's the incredibly advanced idea of equipping it to him, which I somehow overlooked. I know, it was very complex, and it's easy to see how I overlooked it, but I did overlook it, so I know how to Mega. And then I went to the forest, which is through a sand temple, which I'm about to show you. Went through the forest, found my swagalicious friend that we remembered from last time. I probably should do this with, but I kind of want to make this reveal. Because you see a Zeta on the screen, you're a little confused. You don't really know what's going on. I beat Swagman, who did, like, he was, he's all sorts of swagalicious. He came to the new region with me. He's got his swag still. There were other people in the forest that were equally confused by his swag and wishing that they had swag themselves. They didn't, unfortunately. And then he gave me some Blazikenite, which, for about 15 minutes, I didn't realize what it did. I was just fighting and battling through the forest still. But then I realized, I know this is story time. It's very fun. We get to watch these people go back and forth and dance. Then I realized my character, despite being named Mix-Up, is called Blaziken, and I'm really dumb and didn't realize that. So we have a Mega Blaziken. And then Terrar, who's also Mega. I don't think I can use 2 Megas in one battle, but maybe they'll let me. Probably not. So we got Mega Blaziken right here. We got long legs, and he's got some... He looks pretty badass, as you can see. I guess you can have 2 Megas in one team in this game. So, basically we have a dude who's got some cool, like, fake fire blowers coming out of his hands, just for intimidation purposes. And then we have, like, the evilest man I've ever seen. That's a pretty damn intimidating Terror Steelix guy. And he's actually been doing really well for the team. And he just grew to level 39, mainly because we're fighting pretty high-level guys. Yeah, so I also abandoned... I got rid of Hoopa, because I decided that Hoopa eventually would get off the team anyways, because we already have a Psychic. And I picked up... I hate to, have to recap all this, but I lost the footage, and I really didn't want to, like, put up a giant edit of everything, because, like, not that much actually happened. It was really just a few things. And most of the audio from it would have been stupid stuff. So this is, like, the weird tower that goes in between. So yeah, we have to figure out what these strange inscriptions are. That's, like, one of the things we have to do. Then we came out here, and this guy was just commenting on how special it was that we went from desert to forest land. And I made fun of him, as I make fun of most trainers. You go over here, and we have the sand desert. So there's no longer a sinkhole here, so you can go right in this thing. I also thanked, which again, I'm thinking of all the things I forgot to do. And this is also why I didn't put an episode out yesterday, which is kind of obnoxious, but someone in the comments, who I still didn't look the name up of, and I'm pretty sure I said this the first time, but, he told me about the Steelix site, which I was dumb about, and he told me about the tower, which I kind of knew about, but that was helpful. So now we're going to continue on our journey. We have our team here. We've got, I also gave Panda the money doubling thing so that we can get double money. I also might be forgetting things, and I might be, like, shifting things that you guys already knew that you've seen in episodes, but I'm pretty sure most of that stuff you don't know. So right now, my plan is to get these guys to level 50. But what I also did realize, right, is I saw this Shiftry, right, who's a grass Pokemon, and I decided that'd be good, because then we could fight the water Pokemon, because our team's kind of weak against them. Saw this Shiftry, captured him, went, it's awesome, because he looks like Princess Mononoke. Then I looked at my party and realized Mix-Up is, like, the same thing as that, and I somehow, like, they look exactly the same, and I don't know why they look the same, and I don't know why I must have an affinity for that kind of weird, like, I don't know, wild jungle person. I'm not sure, but that's what happened. So now we're going to start some battling, probably grind a little bit in the wild here as we fight some more trainers, and it'll be a lot of fun. So this sailor made no sense. What does he say? Fine, I'll check my... Yeah, he was talking about privilege checking. This guy says, I don't know. I don't even remember what he said. Clearly a very important character. If you're not going to let me go, you better go. And then there's like a shack in the woods. That's where the swag guy was. But we'll just continue on our way. Just pretend like I changed the format to where I skip things for some reason. Even though they were important plot points. But I skip important plot points and then show you the great stuff like Superior. Which, I mean, you guys were all dying to see, I know. You wanted to see this cool... Although I could catch this guy. I'm still open to whether, like, what kind of grass Pokemon I want to have. So Superior's like a good grass Pokemon. Maybe He's got a Mega Drain, too. My guy doesn't have a Mega Drain. If Terra doesn't kill him right now, I might catch him. Let's see. No. Wow. Terra... I guess he's like the vetting process for my team right now. And, he was not having any of that green snake. I mean, green snakes are... Like, tiny green snakes are usually grass snakes, so they're not really the most deadly. Wait, if I'm not cool, why am I cool? I don't know. I guess he wasn't cool and then was defeated. Have we fought this person? I'm just grinding my Pokemon a bit before I go to... Nope. I guess this is a new person. And I think we also discovered that Magmax Cave is the inner level thing to get to the next town. Which is a little obnoxious because this route's going to be really long and we'll have to heal people all the time, but hopefully our Pokemon are decently leveled enough that we can do this. So now we're into the actual commentary. And I can make actual jokes and say real things as opposed to recap. Even though I'm sure I'll recap for the next 45 minutes anyways for some reason, so... Yay! It's like if I did post-commentary on Pokemon, which would be really weird. I don't... Like, I know post-commentary, like, commentating after I record, it's like a thing. And I guess that would maybe be acceptable if I was making very informative videos. Like, if I was a Pokemon master and I had hundreds of statistics and, like... cool quips and, like, quotes from Oscar Wilde for some reason. I don't know. Like, if I had all sorts of ridiculous things to do in these episodes, but if I did a post-commentary, I'd pretty much just do the same thing I did here, except it would be not initial reactions, which to me is kind of weird. So we're just going to keep doing this. No post-commentary. Yeah. And that guy's just he's going to do the weird Aurora Borealis light show effect while we take out Gardevoir. Yay! We killed him with the power of darkness. And he's leveling up pretty quick. There we go, level 40 already. Woo. Isn't that just a hardened move? It is, isn't it? Oh, never mind, it's a steel move. Slammed with a steel hardtail. Can also... That's actually pretty good. We should probably get rid of... Wow, yes. I was about to say slam never hits, and then I saw that it had 75% hit, which, of course, like... For an enemy trainer, it probably hits 75% of the time, but for me, because it's 75%, and I'm the human trainer, it probably hits about 2% of the time. Like, if you actually total out the amount of times I've hit with that, so... we also won't switch out, I think. Although I guess Shift Tree also needs to get up higher, but... I don't really want to fight grass with grass. So we will try Iron Tail. Is Steel good against grass? I don't ever use Steel Pokemon, so I don't really know. No, it seemed to be, like, roughly negligible. I think Rock Slide should be super effective against this guy, for whatever reason. He used the power of old people, which is an intimidating power. You've got their like, overwhelming smell. They're just slow, in general, which makes me annoyed, so, yeah. Hot damn, 2,000 experience. We'll be to level 150 in no time. I mean, first we have to recode the game, but after that, we'll be to level 150 in no time. Yeah. I guess because my guy's pretty good against these, I could switch out to what's-his-face. Try to get my grass guy up a couple levels. We'll see. I don't know. We'll just Rock Slide him again. No! We're out of Rock Slides. Will Dark work? Against this weird Bumblebee with probably the least effective horns I've ever seen. I cannot imagine those horns would hold up to ramming anything at all. What the hell's Bug Buzz? I don't know. It's not very effective, but seriously, I feel like those horns would snap in half and or just completely impale the bee's head. It could be like a suicide attack, I don't know, but doesn't sound very good. We're gonna change, sure. Meet the power of Shiftry. My weird pom-pom holding new Pokemon. I don't even remember the reasons why I have him, but he, again, kind of looks like the Princess Mononoke thing, so we're gonna use a Leaf Tornado. Is Bug good against grass? You know, that might be a real thing that I probably should have paid attention to, so... we will go with... Sure. Well, I guess we can just go back to Terrar. Like, I don't know. He's been having a fine time. Might as well just get hit on some more levels. Do a little grinding, just like this lady is. Dragon? Like, how do dragons do against bugs? I feel like that might be a slight mismatch. You know, the bugs have a bit of an advantage, because dragons are really weak and don't like bugs, I guess. No, that didn't work at all. Okay, we will try Crunch then. And, oh, we should probably go Mega first. Although I guess we have to go Mega with one of our... Like, we can't use Crunch for some reason. There's no Mega with Crunch. We have to use one of our characteristic moves, like Iron Tail, that does no damage to this guy, but... That's the only way we can turn Mega. Also, I assume that Mega gives us slightly better stats. We get some sort of boost. I don't really know. I seem to do more damage when I'm Mega, but I really can't, like, tell in general. That wasn't super effective, but did a whole lot of damage. I don't turn on Mega when I use Crunch, right? That's not some weird... Nope, seemed to work. And there that weird bug thing goes. Old Bumblebee Suicide Horns is struck again and then left. We will not change from Terrar, although I have a bad feeling that this Delcat's gonna somehow get us. Let's hope that Iron Tail is super effective. Or is... yeah, never mind. Well, I guess Terrar is tired, you know, that Mega thing tires him out. He's got to evolve his whole body and get that cool, like, fire up in his eyes, which is just... it's a lot of stress for one day. So, we're gonna let him go to sleep in his Pokeball. We'll kill the really adorable cat with the double-tailed other cat. It's gonna be a new cat battle. Yeah, you can't attract a double-tailed cat with a cat that only has one tail. Everyone knows that the levels of attractiveness go up with the number of tails you have. And that thing, one tail, my cat, two tails, and psychic, so knows about the whole attraction thing, so... yeah.